Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Yesterday I made a video about Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who I had some high hopes based on her political views and her party's political platform, but it seems like she violated those big time. This is about the strike number 3 of her government, and usually for me it goes 3 times and you're either a tard or you're evil or something, because I'm thinking that after 3 attempts you should learn. But if you do the same thing 3 times, or at least act according to a certain kind of ideology 3 times, that means that's your ideology. And what I'm talking about, she is the Prime Minister of Italy, not the Prime Minister of Ukraine. So she asked her the population that voted for her party, and therefore she's the Prime Minister of some Italians, right? Or all Italians. Not everybody agree with her, correct? But nevertheless, she is the Prime Minister. She asked the Italian population to cut off from civilization, in support of Ukraine. That means not to use certain kind of 21st century amenities, like for instance, I don't know, electricity, she said, gas. And that is a very big blow, because she didn't get voted in the office to care for Ukrainians first, but to care for Italians first. So I'm very, very upset with her, actually, but not upset. It's just a revelation of what happens usually in countries that are part of the swamp, let's put it this way, or the big club. You can't do much. And you can tell when a country is under the club's iron fist by changing their policies as soon as they get to power. Now Meloni, I expected to do what she said that she would do, but unfortunately she's not. She follows the same rule, the same pattern that all other leaders, including Americans mostly, that you can observe that clearly, do. Leaders, the elected officials, the public servants. All right, this is how it goes. When I am running for office, I promise you certain things, and I say, if I get elected, if you please give me your vote, because this is what I stand for. And I say I stay for A, B, C, D, blah, blah, blah. And you say, well, I like what Emil says. I'm going to vote for this guy. All right, and you vote for me, and I'm the weasel, get in the office. When I get in the office, I got into the office because you trusted me to implement those things. You identified yourself not with my suave moves, but with those, okay? And I just communicated those with you. I said, I will do that in your name. Vote for me. That's how it goes. Now, when I get up there, all of a sudden those are dropped, and I come with other 5 that you didn't vote for. And I'm going to start implementing those 5. And you're thinking, how in the hell that happened? Well, because that was very, very, very clearly put forth by that evil guy called Putin. That was for me, when I listened and I watched that little video with Putin explaining how things really go, I was like, thank you very much. It's the greatest explanation I ever got about this. And it's still available on YouTube. That's not necessarily that he tells he's explaining. I say, oh my God, yeah, that's the way it is. No, that confirmed certain things. All right. He said like this when he was asked by a an interviewer. He said he was asked about if he supports or not Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. So it was from that time, and he said, Russia doesn't support either of them. We don't care. The interviewer was very surprised. Why? And he said, because from my experience, he said, I've been under 5 different US presidents, I will be, or something like this. And he said, I got to see this. I realized that people like me come with good ideas. People vote for them, and once they get in the office, he said, maybe the next day or in 2 days, 2 people show up, one with a black tie, with a black suit, and the other one with a khaki suit or something like that, with black tie or some ties. They come into the office of the president, and after that the president changes everything. They tell basically the president how things are done. So Emil drops that and gets this. all right? Or vice versa. Drops this and gets this. And he gave an example, for instance, with former President Obama. He said, President Obama, he said, I want to close Guantanamo Bay. Remember that little base? I'm going to close it. He got elected, boom, still going. And that's the only example he gave. But anyway, Meloni, when she got into office, got with these 5 things, and now she got these things. And what is that? The first phone call that the foreign minister of Italy made was to Zelensky, was to Ukraine, I think, with the counterpart, with the foreign minister, the counterpart of Ukraine. So why was that all that? And then they will continue support. I thought it was Italy first, not Ukraine first. They continued to do the same policy that they were doing before. The only thing that they did that was in accordance with what they said they will do was something about illegal immigration. They didn't allow a ship, a boat to dock in Italy's ports, and then he went to France, and France was all upset. Why? Well, France, if you love them so much, take them all. All right? And they were upset. Why are you upset? It's like, you like ice cream? I don't like ice cream. Take more. Oh, you should be happy. Oh, thank you very much for another cone of ice cream. But it doesn't work that way, because that's another plan, if you know what I mean. It's not the love of the immigrants and diversity and bullshit. We want you to get them and get more of them. I'm talking about illegal immigration. That should be considered by the people. If you want to change your nation, or you want to change your nation. And why would you change your nation? Because we're all the same. If we're all the same, why would I want those here? Oh, because diversity. Also, we're not all the same. So which one is it? So easy to refute all these ideologies. Now, this article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine. And listen to this. Italian Prime Minister to visit Ukraine in early 2023. Good job, Meloni. Go and pay respect to the same altar of, whatever it is, of the big club. I didn't expect this. Then I said, well, at the beginning, by listening to what she said, why she was voted. Italy first, Italy, Italians, blah, 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 blah. She goes over there. Why would you go over there? What's the whole point? I understand that a Muslim has to go to Mecca once in lifetime to fulfill what? There are 5 or 4 requirements, I think they have to fulfill. Go to Medina, go to Mecca, and a few more, right? She goes to Ukraine. She can do whatever she wants, but she's losing, I think she's going to lose support from some people. But anyway, Italy's new prime minister, that tells me that she was told, like Putin said, hey, this is the things you have to do, baby doll. You pack your shit, put your red panties on, and go. Italy's new Prime Minister, Giorgia Meloni, said she intends to visit Ukraine at the beginning of next year. The U.S. state-funded Voice of America news outlet reported on December 23rd. I like because they said U.S. state-funded Voice of America. And this comes from the Ukrainians. When we were in the communist Romania, for some of us, Voice of America was, oh my God, they tell the truth. Yes, tell us. Yes, 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 yes. And some people, even after the so-called revolution, a revolution, but in a different way, oh yeah, I was listening to the Voice of America. Yeah, I'm so cool. Yeah, all right. Who founded that? American Secretary of State Department. Good job. And the CIA. Yeah. And do you think they wanted what's good for you and Romania? Yeah, they were telling things that Romanians, the communists, did not want the population to know. It was a positive thing, but with a positive thing, they gave you poison. You drink wine, and in the wine is poison. Just think of Mr. Napoleon Bonaparte, right? On his little island, that he was drinking his wine with what? That's what they say. She specified that she would have a telephone conversation with Zelensky before the visit, but she did not name the exact date. We don't care. Anyway, and I'm quoting, I will call Zelensky to present my wishes and to organize this trip, and I intend to make in the first month of next year, if the war is still raging and he's still alive. Meloni said on Italian television. Not that I want him not to be alive, because he's not going to be blown up. He's going to be blown up by his own people surrounding him. Those guys masked with the guns around. Those are to make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to do. Or he's just, by the time he's just going to be living in London, Jerusalem, or maybe somewhere in Israel, or in New York, or New York, whatever you want to call it, in United States of America. Yeah. So Meloni's predecessor, Mario Draghi, visited Kiev in June together with French President Emmanuel Macron and German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. So those guys did it, she's gonna do it. Earlier, the Italian Senate on December 23 supported a resolution on the continuation of supply of military aid to Ukraine until the end of 2023. Good job, yes, December 23. Good, that's today, is it? Meloni said that she is proud of the solidarity that her country has shown to Ukraine and stressed that military aid is also needed to help the Ukrainian people. All right, good job. You can do that and then see if you're going to get voted again in the office. And if you are, that's the will of Italians. That's how democracy works. Thank you very much, mass media. All right, my friends. This is Meloni, who she's riding the, I was about to say the carousel, if you know what I mean. Riding the big clubs wish list, or at least following the script. How I gave her at the beginning, when she got in her position, I gave her some time saying, when you get a new job, you got promoted in a new job, you don't know who's who, what's what, because you enter a different strata. You're going to meet different people. It's going to be a different dynamic from the department you came or from the level you came. Anywhere you go up, you're going to meet new people. There's going to be more policies, new requirements, and you have to understand what's who's what's what. So you need some time to figure things out. You're not going to come over there and say, hey, shut the fuck up, you do this, I do this, blah, 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 blah. You're not going to be like that. Are you going to be like that? You're going to instantly make a lot of enemies and one or two friends. And you don't want to do that from the very beginning. You want to make sure that you're stable on your position first, and those guys are not going to kick your balls without knowing who the hell did it. So you are a little bit, yes, understand the dynamics, see who's who, what's what, whose connection, who's behind that guy, what this guy is all about. And after you figure this out, and about, I don't know, depending how active and how fast the dynamics work in that position, then you say, okay, now I'm going to act. Well, Meloni seems to be in the same position of, this is the only benefit of, how should I give it? The only reason I'm not really discarding her, because I'm thinking she's still in that, like Trump was, appointing all those guys at the beginning, because he didn't know who's who, what's what. He appointed all the swampers over there, including the chief of staff and other guys, Pregus or whatever he was named, or I can't remember his name, is a guy with, anyway, he put it even Bolton in. He was smart. He played them one against another. But here the same. You want to figure it out. Maybe she's doing the same thing by doing this and then, if you know what I mean. But I don't know. I don't. I give her 5% at this point that she will do what she said that she will do, and 95% that she would follow the orders of the club. She has the script. She knows what has to do, and I will see her around. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.